sell a polo neck. Right, now, I've been learning a lot about stuff recently, so I thought I might share it, because I wish somebody had shared this information with me previously. You know, you think you'll know this stuff, but you don't necessarily. I've actually been involved in psychology for a number of years. More than 10 years in recent years, like consecutively. Anyway, I've been interested in quite a few things. Language, communication, how we acquire knowledge and validate it, you know, that sort of shizzle, but that's another video. One of the other things that I've enjoyed learning about, I mean, I'm probably overusing the word enjoy there, is about some specific types of personality. I mean, I think they're referred to as disorders, but I'm dubious about that. Anyway, apparently there's a dark triad: Machiavellianism, absence of conscience or empathy, and narcissism. What are all those? Well, let me tell you. Narcissism is identified. There's several things. I mean, the list could go. But I didn't even know this kind of thing existed a couple of years ago. And there's a lot of stuff on it, so online, and like I say, wish somebody told me that a narcissist, some of the identifying characteristics is an air of superiority and entitlement, a need for attention, a need for control, the blaming, deflecting of blame to others, always being right, a lack of empathy, and a disregard for boundaries, so like moral boundaries, personal boundaries, emotional boundaries, pushing those boundaries. Also, in addition, psychopathy. I knew a little bit about this, but this kind of adds a few other things. So lack of guilt or empathy, lack of close emotional bonds. Then narcissism, as previously mentioned, superficial charm. Dishonesty, manipulativeness, and reckless risk-taking, particularly with other people's well-being. Interesting. And if you were, you know, a professional, which I'm not claiming to be, when you're looking for psychopathic personalities, you look at areas such as that person's social influence, stress immunity, grandiose egocentricity, rebellious nonconformity, externalization of blame, carefree, cold-hearted. There's a lot of stuff there, but essentially toxic personalities, the key points that come through in every one of like psychopath, narcissistic personalities. Three key things that seem to be common among them, and see if you identify any of these with somebody that you know. A constant need for and demonstration of control. An air of superiority, arrogance, you know, self-worth, being above everybody else, really. And a lack of empathy, so not giving a shit. And those are the major traits identified There you go. There's some other information which I'm going to briefly put here, but these obviously need a lot more investigation. You know, if I had a wealth of experience dealing with these sort of things, I could, combined with my qualifications in psychology, I might be able to offer some insight that could benefit others. Some things that psychos do, they're charming, they're always well liked, they come across delightful, people are drawn to them, often have interesting stories, and this convincingly portrays them in a favourable light. They don't experience remorse, however, often saying that someone deserves to be treated poorly, or if somebody reacts to something they say, they just say, you shouldn't be so sensitive. They don't take any responsibility if they hurt somebody else's feelings, because it's the person's fault for not being able to deal with it. They are really, really arrogant. Think the normal rules don't apply, they've got an inflated sense of importance, have grandiose ideas about their potential, what they deserve, and largely that everybody there, or everybody around them, is a resource to help them gain that. They take big risks. Now, this is largely applied to they take risks because they have little regard for safety, particularly other people's. They can lie, cheat and steal to improve their status or position. Their misconduct is usually well organised, and they leave few clues behind, so you know, how do you necessarily identify them? They are master manipulators. They don't really experience genuine emotions. They can mimic emotions and they can appear genuine, and as a result, relatives, loved ones, friends have no idea that they are actually incapable of caring for other people. They can also manipulate other people's emotions. They can flatter people if they think there's a value in it, and often persuade people to do things for them. They use guilt trips and emotional blackmail to meet their needs. I feel like I've already dedicated too much time to them, to be fair. But anyway, something I've learned. Which I'm going to expand upon. But let's keep it to 8 minutes 30 seconds.